नमस्कार, आदाब, सत श्री अकाल दोस्तों। स्वागत है आपका एक बार फिर से हमारे YouTube चैनल ब्रास फ्यूजन्स पर, जहां हम आपके लिए एक बार फिर से लेकर आए हैं एक नया लेसन।
It is the definition of partnership. Who will be the partner? What will be the meaning of the firm? What will be the meaning of the firm name? So how a partnership can be framed? Everything is here. Everything is here in your chapter 2. So we are going to deal with the chapter 2. So read the definition given in your section 4, and I request to all of you, please read every single word carefully. We are going to break the section. We are going to interpret the section word by word, and simultaneously, because this is now the major area of your syllabus, and there are the case laws in your case material as well. We will take up the case laws after the interpretation of the provision. Right? So read the provision, each and every word carefully. Definition of section, I am reading the section 4. Definition of partnership, partner, firm and firm name. So what is the meaning of partnership? Read it. Partnership, first of all, we will read the entire section. Partnership is the relation between persons who have agreed to share the profit of a business carried on by all or any or any of them acting for all. Persons who have entered into partnership with one another are called individually partners, collectively a firm. The name under which the business is carried on is called what? Is called firm name. So let us understand, partnership is what? Partnership is relation. It is a relation. If you remember my earlier class, last class, I told you law of partnership is what? Law of partnership is a science of relationship. Law of partnership is a science of relationship. Now read it again. Partnership is relation between persons who have agreed to share the profit of business carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. So let me just give you first of all one thing, that partnership is abstract, right? Means everybody does understand what is the term meaning of abstract. It is an idea, it is, you know what, existing in thought, right, but not in reality. So partnership is actually an abstract and firm is concrete. Firm is concrete. Firm is the actual thing. Firm is concrete. Partnership exists between the partners, right? But firm is a collection of members. So for what is firm? You can see in your last line of first paragraph of your section 4, it is a collection. So it is written there that persons who have entered into partnership with one another are called individually partners. We can cover it one another, they are individually partners. So partnership exists between the partners, made further and collectively a firm. So firm is the collection of the members, right? And partnership is between the partners. Now, we will take one by one about, and we will discuss that what is the meaning of it, how to connect it to minimum two people. तभी तो persons बनेंगे from one person to have the persons, at least minimum we need two persons. So partnership is the relation which I just told you. It is a relation of mutual trust and confidence. It is what partnership is abstract and the form is concrete, right? Partnership is a relation between persons. Keep circling these words. पहले circle करो relation को, वहाँ लिखो intangible and abstract, right? फिर उसके बाद partnership is a relation between persons. Persons को circle करो, write down there minimum two persons. I will come back again to this, right? Two persons who have agreed circle करो और mark करो agreed को, who have agreed here means there must be an agreement. There must be a contract according to Indian Contract Act. So whatever are the requirements for offer, for acceptance, for competency, everything is here to be fulfilled. So partnership is a relation between the persons who have agreed. Purpose क्या है? To share the profit. So first of all, I'm just giving a bare reading. I'm not connecting it to the another relevant sections. So just literal term meaning to share the profits. So partnership does not require to have the contract or agreement to share the loss. Only sharing the profit is sufficient, right? To share the profit of a business. And in your last class, we talked about what is the term business. We made reference to your section 2 clause B. Business, I explained to you that section 2 clause B of your Indian Partnership Act is not giving the definition of the business. It is
Ma'am,
yes.
ma'am, actually, your voice is cracking and there's a lot of sound, background sound also. And please go a little slow. These three things.
Okay, Dinesh, we done.
Thank you, ma'am.
So should I start from beginning? Section 4? Okay. So I was, now is the voice clear?
Yes, ma'am. Loud and clear.
Yes.
Wait. Okay, so I was just telling you for understanding, for learning the law relating to the partnership. First of all, we need to understand what is the nature of partnership. So your entire chapter 2 of your Indian Partnership Act 1932 is dealing with the nature of partnership. So when we are talking about nature of partnership, it means what is the definition of partnership, what is the definition of partners, what is the definition of firm name, how to create the partnership, what is the essential requirement for a partnership. So we are dealing with that. So in line with that, we are going to start from your section 4, and which is read from your whereas definition of partnership, partner, firm and firm name. Partnership का मतलब क्या है? Read every single word carefully. Partnership is the relation, right? Read till here first of all. Partnership is the relation, and mark this term relation. Relation, I told you in your last class, I made a statement. Law of partnership is a science of relationship. I told you, and the source of partnership is a contract. Law of partnership is the science of relationship, and the source of it is the contract. Moreover, I told you, partnership itself is an abstract. Partnership is nothing more than an abstract. Form is concrete, form is real. And read further, partnership is the relation between, first term which will be explained by me, will be the relation. So for time being, just write down, mark your term relation, write there intangible and abstract. Relation intangible and abstract. So partnership is a relation between persons. Second term, which is to be read by us or interpreted by us, is what? Between persons. So when the term persons have been used, it means plural number of people. Plural. So when we are talking about plural, so it means impliedly, it means there must be minimum 2 persons. I will talk about the maximum as well. First of all, just give a literal term meaning interpretation to the mere person. So partnership is a relation between the persons. Mark the term persons and write down just above it, minimum 2 persons, right? So who have agreed. Next term, which is to be interpreted by us, who have agreed. Mark the term agreed and write down there. It means it requires an agreement. right? It means required an agreement. So whatever are the requirements for the valid contract or agreement that are to be followed. So who have agreed? This is the third term which is to be interpreted by us. Who have agreed? Now agreed for what? To share the profits. So mark the next phrase, share the profit. So I just told you partnership is what? Partnership is a relation, right? Which is based upon, which is entered through the contract, through the agreement between the minimum two people, and the purpose or the object of partnership is to share the profit. So please pay attention to it. How far Section 4 of Indian Partnership Act is concerned, it is not requiring that the partners must agree to share the loss as well. So the only requirement for partnership business is what? That the partners agreed to share the profit. So only thing which is required here to share the profit. The profit किस चीज का और from where the profit will come? Profit of a business. Profit of a business. Now the next term which is to be explained by us, that is business, right? So for business, write down section 2 clause B. So section 2 clause B, I hope why I am mentioning the section here and reason because already we have done this section 2 clause B, and I told you in your last class section 2 clause B does not give you the definition of business. It just tell you what can be included into the business. So according to that, every trade, every occupation, every profession can be included into the business. But at same time, I made you the reference of Mullah yesterday. And I told you that Mullah said that the term business has not been defined, but it can be defined as that when there is any adventure with an aim to earn the profit. Please mark my words, with an aim to earn the profit. अब वहाँ पे profit होता है या नहीं? That is a different thing. That will not change the nature of the association. It will be called as business. आपको business में loss हो या profit हो, business तो business ही है. But definitely everyone will start the business, will do the business with an aim to earn the profit. So the partnership is a relation between persons who have agreed to share the profit of business carried. Now business will be carried by whom? Carried on by all or any one of them. Carried by all or any one of them, acting for all. So this is a phrase which is again referring mutual agency. That what is that? Carried on by all. Either they can all or either any one of them, acting for all. So read the second para. So I will come back again to the phrase to phrase or word to word interpretation, but for time being, read it entirely. Now next para, person who have entered into partnership with one another are called individually partners. So two people, I earlier told you, two people will enter into contract, right? And it will be what? It will be they will be called individually as partners, collectively as a firm. So focus on that, individually as partner, collectively as a firm. So here we may conclude partnership exist between the partners. जो पार्टनरशिप होती है, पार्टनरशिप exists between the partners. Firm is the collection of the members. Firm is the collection of the members. Collectively, it will be called as firm, and the name under which the business is carried on, right, is called as the firm name. It is called as the Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I'm so sorry, I lost connection due to connectivity issue. Where I was?
Firm wala part.
Okay, so I was just telling you, firm is not a legal. Okay, now just forget it. Start from the beginning. अब हम words को interpret करते हैं, different legal terms को as per the legal interpretation. So section 4. Legal partnership is a relation. For time being, just skip the term relation because that I will explain after the term person. Partnership is a relation between the persons. I just told you that for forming a partnership form, there must be minimum 2 people, 2 persons. Minimum to 2 hai, everybody knows it, right? Now, do you have any idea about it? Have you ever heard or read about it, that how many people, maximum people can enter into partnership form or can form the partnership? Any idea about it? Have you ever read?
I guess 20.
Keshka 50. Right, Isha 50. It is right. Let me tell you, before 2013, because I want to tell you the development, you should be aware about it. Before 2013, a partnership firm can have only 10 people for banking business, 20 for non-banking business. So nobody is wrong, right? If someone is saying 20, then they need to update their knowledge. And what is that? Before 2013, a partnership firm could have 10 for banking business, 20 for non-banking business. But in 2013, as everybody knows, we got a new Company Act. Company Act 2013. तो जो Company Act 2013 आया, उसमें Section 464 Clause 1 of your Companies Act, right? It lays down that a partnership firm, the maximum people which you can have the 100. Listen carefully, मैं बहुत कुछ important बता रही हूँ, so don't get confused if you find somewhere 100. तो actually section 464 clause 1 of your Company Act 2013 ने lay down किया maximum limit 100. But if you will read the provision carefully, that maximum limit 100 is subject to the rules laid down by the government. तो जो रूल ले डाउन करने थे for the number of the partners, वो रूल ले डाउन हुए 2014 में. ओके, तो कंपनी एक्ट 2013 की कनेक्शन में रूल.
मैम नो वॉइस अगेन.
अरे यार तुमने बंद क्यों कर दिया? अरे बातें कम हो गया. हेलो.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear now.
I'm so sorry, really, I'm so sorry. Where I was.
Maximum people as per the Companies Act 2013.
Section 464 Companies Act.
Okay. So maximum people as per your section 464 clause 1 can be 100, but that maximum limit is subject to the rules laid down, right, relating to Company Act. So about it in your chat box, you people also note down if somewhere you missed any fact. So give me a second. I'm going to write down in your chat box. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now let us talk again about the term person. So answer me, what do you understand by the term person? हमने number of person कर लिया. What do you understand by the term person? When we talk about the term person, person includes natural person includes legal person as well. Right? Person includes natural person includes legal person also. And when we have a reading of your section 4, I hope that everybody have noticed that there is no express provision to show whether the person is legal or non-legal person. So when it is not mentioned, the rule of interpretation shows that it can be legal as well as natural person, right? So similarly, what is the meaning of it? That as according to your Indian Contract Act, when we are talking about the contract possibility, even a company can make a contract, Similarly, even a company can enter, any legal person can enter into the partnership. Any natural person can even, so what does it mean? Two natural people can enter into partnership. One natural person and one legal person can enter into partnership. Two legal person can enter into partnership. There is no restriction for that. Okay, there is no restriction for that. And company is a legal person. If you have done the company law, I think you have not done yet. Company is a legal person according to Salman versus Salman. However, partnership is not a legal person. That I will explain you later on. So whether this term person interpretation is clear to you? Now we are going back to the term relation, for which I was waiting earlier. Partnership is a relation. I asked you earlier to write down there that relation here means intangible and abstract relationship, right? Now please write down there itself. Read it with your section 5. Section 5. आपको जो term relation पढ़ना है, that is always to be read with your section 5 of Indian Partnership Act. Before that, I just want to ask you a question. However, it may appear to you a silly question, but answer me that why we do have the limitation for the number of people? Why we have a limitation, right? A restriction for the number of persons who can enter into a partnership. What do you think? What can be the rationale? Any one of you? What can be the reason for that? Am I audible or again profit sharing? Anything else? Because if we will have more than 50, right? One person, हाँ वो तो minimum के लिए ठीक है महिमा. I'm saying why there is a maximum limit. Why there is a maximum limit of 50 people. Let us just talk about one English phrase. Too many people spoil the food. हम कहते हैं too many people spoil the food.
दोस्तों, अगर आपको आज का लेसन पसंद आया हो तो वीडियो को लाइक करें। इसी के साथ अगर आपने अभी तक हमारा चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो सब्सक्राइब के बटन पर क्लिक करिए और बेल आइकन दबाना ना भूलें, ताकि आपको एजुकेशन से रिलेटेड नए नए अपडेट्स मिलते रहें। और अधिक जानकारी पाने के लिए आप हमारे फेसबुक और इंस्टाग्राम पेज से भी जुड़ सकते हैं, जिसका लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दिया गया है। धन्यवाद।